And of course, we got Dave, we've got Kanish and Jalen all back here for one more round of questions. And guys, we learned yesterday that the Big Ten has announced their schools will not be playing college football this fall, but then you have some schools in the Big Ten, like Nebraska, saying they still want to play. You also have some schools deciding not to play regardless of conference decisions. So this is a huge mess that we're just learning about. Will any conference decide to play? If they do, will players agree to play? Are we getting college ball back or not? Jalen, give us your thoughts first.
I mean, a lot of coaches are coming out and saying that the students are actually better off on campus than just out back home in their cities. So I think we might see some pushback seasons, but there's going to be enough teams kind of scraping it together to get a good college football season going on.
Yeah. All right. Red Dave, what about you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, the Big Ten news kind of concerned me, and I looked kind of briefly a little while ago, and it looks like the Pac-10 or Pac-12 is pushing it back too, which is definitely troubling because you got two premier conferences out, pushing it back. If other conferences follow suit, then we're looking at probably spring football. So it wouldn't surprise me at all to see just a postponement all around.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kanish, what are your thoughts? I'm sure they're strong.
For my dead bodies, the SEC and my friends in the SEC going to cancel this football season. The people in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, they have no other football. Football is religion down lifeblood. I think you could see the SEC, the ACC, the Big 12, and maybe even just the SEC go about and try and play a football season, even with the other Power 5 canceling. Just because I think the SEC would love it to be the only conference playing football. And I think the spring football logistically does not work for. I could talk for an hour about reasons why you can't have spring football. I think it's just a soften the blow type thing to say now, and they'll cancel it. To me, the only way to do it is fall, and it's got to be now. I think the SEC, the ACC, some of the schools in the South that may not be as COVID conscious are going to give it a go.
All right, well, Kanish says, go Gamecocks. So you heard it here. Well, I have to say things aren't looking likely for pretty much any college sports as of now. But does the Line Sniper team think college football returns, yes or no? And of course, we think no. So that's basically what we think on that. Obviously, if anything changes in the next episode, we will let you guys know. But guys, of course, we are getting to one of my favorite parts of the night of the show. It is time to talk about your best bet of this week. Like we do every episode, I want your best bet, any sport, any game, any team player, whatever you got, from basketball to horse racing. Red Dave, you're up first. What is your go-to bet?
I have to look at the lines for tomorrow, but I'd like to play the Sixers. As depleted as they have been, they're absolutely incentivized to start looking at their roster and building rotations coming up for the playoffs because they might be out. They're going to be out with out Simmons, and they might be out with Embiid for a while too. So they're going to probably have to get their guys playing well, and then I think their opponent is not really incentivized to win. So I'm looking for teams that have reason to try against teams that are just kind of resting and coasting until the playoffs. So Sixers for me tomorrow.
Cool. All right, you heard him, guys. Red Dave says Sixers if you can. Jalen, how about you? What do you like this week?
I'm actually eyeing the Cubs-Indians game tomorrow. I got a couple very good starters with Kyle Hendricks and Carlos Carrasco. So I haven't seen the lines out yet, but if it's anywhere around 8.5, I'd take the under on that for the full game.
All right, so Jalen's going with Cubs-Indian game, so there you go. And so far, Red Dave is with the Sixers. But Kanish, finish us off. Bud, where is your bet this week?
I'm going MLS Cup Championship here. The MLS bubble almost over. Championship game, Portland, Orlando. Orlando been on a fantastic run. Great story. Huge long shot to make the final. I'm going to fade them, though. I like Portland. I think they're the better team. I think they're significantly more talented. I know Orlando City has played way above expectation in this tournament, but you can get Portland pick right around plus 110. For me, that's a play. I can't pass up. I don't think they should be at a dog in this game. Portland Timbers in the MLS Cup final. I think they're going to ship it.
I'm seeing a little connection there. Last Tuesday you went with MLS as well, but I'm liking that. A little soccer there. Switch things up. All right, guys.